news and speculation out there. I'm sure everybody has seen it in the Twitter sphere that there are rumors that Jimmy Butler could get traded. And I think it's all noise, but there is smoke. Usually where there's smoke, there's some fire. But this offseason, he wanted an extension. Pat Riley basically said, we're going to wait and see. You've missed too many games. Every year you miss 20 games with the Miami Heat. So let's take a wait and see approach. And Jimmy's like, that's fine. Like, I don't need an extension. We'll see what happens. And I don't think anything's changed. I think it's just the dog days of the December timeframe in the NBA. And Shams is new to ESPN, and he just wants some eyeballs, some traffic. So they're saying all the same stuff that we've already heard. The Warriors are possibly interested. The Rockets are interested. Jimmy's from Houston. Like, the Brooklyn Nets are the only team that has cap space. So I don't know. There's been a lot of back and forth between Shams and Bernie Lee, Jimmy's agent, saying it's all cap. So what are your thoughts in general about the whole speculation around Jimmy Butler?
Well, I have to say, I think that Jimmy Butler is fantastic. I hope he doesn't leave the Miami Heat, just because I feel like his mindset, he's not too concerned with like big contracts. I don't see him leaving the team over $1. I think it's more about, for him, it's going to be about the relationship that he has with the organization. And so I think if they show that they value him, which I believe that they have shown that, but at the end of the day, they're old school. They're not out here just giving people contracts and giving people money just because. Or, Jimmy Butler is also not a guy who, he's not like this huge like ratings draw. I think he's great, and I do think that he's a celebrity in his own way, but I just see, as long as they have a good relationship, front office, and between him and Jimmy, he feels good about his teammates and all of that, I can see him staying. But the chatter is getting louder, and it's getting louder and louder. And so I think that perhaps Miami Heat might want to move off of him because of the injuries and things like that. They don't want to rebuild. So they're going to want to try to get something for him before he gets a little bit too old, a little too unplayable. So that's my thoughts. I hope he doesn't leave, because I feel like he's like the guard version of Haslam,
So how you doing, Dominique? My name is Trent.
Hey, Trent.
What's going on? So you said, you don't want Jimmy Butler leaving, and I think that's fair. But if he eventually does leave and does get traded, is there a specific team that you think he does get traded to, or is there like a team that you would prefer him to get traded to if it's not with the Miami Heat? And then I have a second part, but I'll ask that after.
As long as it's not the Lakers, I'm here for wherever he's going to choose to go. But he had Golden State, I think, as a destination that he was willing to go to. I think for Jimmy Butler, he just needs to make sure that he goes to a warm climate. I don't see him back on the 76ers. I don't want him with Embiid. That's not the right move for him. I think he needs to stay in a warm climate. So if he doesn't stay with the Heat, Houston could be a great landing spot, just because they're a young team. They have Ime Udoka. They could be in a position to win instantly if they can capture Jimmy Butler, because even with the injuries, they don't need him all season long. They'll need his experience, his mental toughness come postseason.